Okay, I'm trying to make a custom push rod to work the new CNC master cylinder. What I've had to do, since it's a manual brake setup, I'm moving, we can see, let's see if I can get this on tape here. Okay, there is the original, not clutch push rod, I mean a brake master cylinder push rod. There's the original mounting location, and up above it there is another hole where the bracket mounts for the brake light switch. So I'm going to move it up to that hole, which is, I don't know, looks like it'd be, it's about an inch higher. And then run the push rod. You can see the master cylinder hole there. So this hole up above up here that I want to go through is about a little over 5/8 of an inch. And I happen to have this. This was a clutch push rod assembly. Right here. And you see it just has a bolt in there threaded in. It's adjustable. But it looks like it'll be short enough to work with a master cylinder. But you see, I think that's called a Heim joint. And it takes a 1/2 inch bolt right through the Heim joint. Well, that hole on the brake pedal is about that big. That's a 5/8. It's a little bit bigger than the 5/8. So I happen to have some, this is just aluminum tubing. It was for another push rod assembly or something. I'm not sure what it was for. I just had it on my shelf. And here we go. I've cut a little piece off of it. So we can see. I'm going to take, so this is the 1/2 inch bolt that needs to mount. There we go. That'll mount through the hole and be the push rod for the master cylinder. Well, this bolt is, it's too skinny. It's not a 5/8 bolt, so it can play, it'll have a little play in the clutch pedal, which I don't want. So it turns out this little aluminum piece is about the exact same size as that hole on the brake pedal, and the inside diameter is the exact same size as a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to cut a little sleeve. So this is not the final product, but basically it'll be a sleeve, something like that I can push into the hole to, in essence, make the inside diameter of the hole a little smaller, and then push the bolt through the hole, and that little sleeve will keep it from wiggling around in there. And it wouldn't quite go in. It's too hard to press in. So I basically just rotated it as I filed down the edges, and then smoothed it out with whatever that stuff is called. Smoothed out all the edges. And there we go. We have, see it in there? It's right there. So putting that little sleeve in there, basically, there we go. You can see it real good right there. Putting that little sleeve in there has decreased the inside diameter of that hole. That bolt, like that. That's the brake stop switch. This is the brake. Okay. So there we go. And now that bolt cannot wiggle around because of that sleeve I installed in there. Has very little play in there, which is what I was going for. And we can see the stop switch. See, there's the stop switch. So it looks like that's gonna work. Let's go. So let's see if I can find, okay, there's the hole. It's like doing orthoscopic surgery. I'm watching my camera so I can get a good video, but insert that at the same time. Okay. That has to go on there. See if it's long enough. Okay. Okay guys, here's the finished product. There we go. There's a little heim joint there. Washer. Got a lock nut on this side. And then down there is a nut, an adjustment nut on the end of that. If you guys see any flaws in this push rod design, let me know. But that appears to accomplish the job right there. I can push it all the way down to the floor. And there's no fluid in there, of course. Brakes aren't hooked up yet. But there it is. My custom push rod.